Say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He's got a first down past the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 85 yards. And the Ravens were able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 51 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Justin Tucker.
So let's see, that was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the first down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the first down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a rundown. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down, but you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still running, isn't he?
He stopped now, and he got 6 points for it. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for James Conner. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards.
Now Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Eric
Ebron, 29 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
To kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 83 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others. So
right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And incomplete on the deep ball. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Ravens 35, Steelers 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Steeler first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Ben to throw again. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
It's third down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 38, Ravens 35.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a dump off here complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. but for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter depth. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Steelers have once again taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score, Steelers 45, Ravens 42. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Play action. It's Jackson. Got some real estate inside the 30. That's taken in by Duvernay. And finally marked down at the 23.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains. On the option, it's Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The 6-yard line.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield is Jalen Samuels, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.